Well, it looks like the San Antonio Spurs are certainly down to their last gasp. And yesterday gave you another free winner in the series. Told you I wasn't too sure about the side of game number five, but I like the game to go over. Fourth straight total winner overall in that series. Seventh consecutive winner in the series. 3-0 with paid picks, four straight free play winners. You realize, guys, I would be 8-0 in this series if my free pick in game number one didn't go down in flames when James Harden hit that back-breaking, backdoor covering three-pointer as time expired to end the opening game of the series. But hey, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, that's old news. Or look ahead news for tomorrow. Instead, we've got to take a look at game five of Miami and Boston tonight. I've got your complete breakdown for that contest, plus a free baseball pick coming your way as well. Let's see, 9-3 with the free picks so far over the past week, including 6-1 in the NBA playoffs. And I've got all that coming up and more. Plus, it's going to be the $5 play of the week selection, and it's going to be one of my plays coming up, and I've got all the details on that as well. But guys, first of all, I've got to give props and talk about some guys who have been absolutely red hot here in the postseason. First up, it's going to be Matt Rivers. Did it again last night, another 250,000 star winner on the Thunder. Today, looking for playoff winner number 15 out of 21, and this play is twice as strong as Oklahoma City was last night. This is another one of those rare 500,000 star maximum wager releases that Matt has on occasion. In fact, it's his fourth in a row on the Celtics Heat side tonight. He is a perfect 4-0 in the Boston-Miami series, and you may recall, right here on this video, I was touting his 500,000 star release on game number 4 in the series, and that was, of course, a winner on the Celtics on Sunday. His other 500,000 star winners during this winning streak were the Spurs over the Thunder back in game number 2 on May 29th, and the Spurs in a double-digit blowout of the LA Clippers in that second round series back on May 19th. So again, looking for NBA playoff winner number 15 out of 21 overall. Another 500,000 star maximum wager release, his fourth straight, and a play twice as strong as his winner on the Thunder last night. And I think those 250,000 star plays, in fact, I believe with those releases, he's hit 5 out of 6 as well. Also, have to talk about Chuck O'Brien. Tonight, his biggest release so far of the postseason, another 100-dime play. He's had 2 of them. He's won them both. Tonight, looking for number 3 in a row. First one was Boston, winning at Philadelphia back on May 16th. The second one was Oklahoma City, winning at the LA Lakers back on May 19th tonight. 100-dime winner number 3 in a row. Boston and Miami. Does he, of course, take the road team once more? Celtics getting 7.5, even 8 points, depending on where you're looking to book this game. Or does he take Miami coming back home after the 2 straight losses and the 3 straight failures to cover in this series? That's the question to be answered. Chuck has it for you. This play is 4 times stronger than his 25-dime winner last night in Oklahoma City. Derek Mancini. I've mentioned many times here in the past few weeks that a 40-dime play is basically his bread and butter release, okay? And with these 40-dime plays this season in the NBA, he went 15-3. Well, today, he's got something stronger. The 4th ever 60-dime play of his career. I'm not talking about the playoffs. I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking about of his career, and it goes tonight on the Celtics and Heat. He had a 60-dime winner that I mentioned to you on my video report on the Celtics over the Heat in game number 3. This play is just as strong as that one. Guys, going back since to February, his record 47-28 in all sports combined, and a $10 better has won $5,450. And finally, guys, Trace Adams did it again yesterday. I mean, it has been, in fact, guys, I got to tell you, Craig Davis and Anthony Redd started the playoffs hotter than anybody else, but they cooled off, then they got hot again, and now last few days or so, they've been kind of, basically even. But Trace Adams, since the start of the NBA playoffs, has without a doubt been the number 1 handicapper at the site. Today, looking for NBA best bet winner number 23 out of 33. And, as I've told you before, normally a 1,000 star play is his top rated release. Today, upping the ante once more, raised the bar, 1,500 star winner number 7 out of 8. He had a 1,500 star winner on Boston outright in game number 4. He had a 1,500-star winner on Oklahoma City outright last night. He's 4-0 in the Boston-Miami series, and even more important than the fact that he's going for NBA Best Bet winner number 23 out of 33 is the fact that $1 players have won a little over $14,000 following Trace's daily betting advice over the past 34 days. $14,000 over a 34-day period. That's when $1 bettors have won following Trace. So those are among the plays of the hot handicappers here this evening. And I'm going to get to your free pick here in a minute in both the NBA and baseball. But listen, guys, once a week, I like to do what I call the $5 play of the week. And listen, tonight I'm going to do it myself. I'm going for winning day number 5 out of 6. Tonight I have a 15-dime release in baseball. Now, 15-dime play doesn't sound big compared to the 100-dime plays of Chuck O'Brien tonight, or the 60-dime play of Derek Mancini, or the 500,000-star play of Matt Rivers. But it's all relative, guys, because it all comes down to the fact of how you rate your plays. And as you know, my rating scale is very compact, as 99% of those plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. So this is right there at the top of the heap. And this 15-dime play tonight in baseball is every bit as strong as the consecutive 15-dime winners I've given you in the San Antonio-Oklahoma City series in games 2, 3, and 4 of that series over the past week. These are the same 15-dime plays that in the NBA I'm 35-18 with the past 3 years. The same 15-dime plays that I'm 47-32 with in the NFL the past 4 years. Normally, oh, and by the way, tonight it's an underpriced favorite in baseball. So underpriced that I thought it would be 25, 30, 35 cents more than what the price is right now. So I'm stunned. That's why I called it a cheap chalk release, guys. I love the play tonight. It costs you $55 if you buy it separately. If you want it, it's $5. If you use this money-saving discount coupon code, which will be, let's come up with an easy one. My last name and the number 50. DeMarco50. DeMarco50. I'm not going to spell DeMarco for you. You should figure that out. Just look up there. It's right there. Scroll up the page. And the number 50, DeMarco50. No space between my last name and the number 50, DeMarco50. That's the coupon code, guys. So you go onto the site, you buy the play, it's $55. You use the coupon code, it takes $50 off. And if you want it, it's $5. I've been doing this, the $5 play of the week and the charity play of the week, I guess for, 10, 12 weeks now. And we're going to keep doing this. This is not a summertime thing or a springtime thing. We're going to keep doing this in football next year too. I just think it's kind of a cool thing to do. So anyway, that's what we've got going. Now, let's talk about basketball here tonight. As I told you yesterday, in the San Antonio Oklahoma City series, and I alluded to at the beginning of this report, I've been money on the bank in that series so far. Miami, Boston, a little harder, let me tell you. Did give you a winner in game number 4. Tonight, of course, the parameters of this game have changed because, of course, Chris Bosh expected back for the Heat. What surprised me, though, however, is that this line was 8 overnight, 8 early this morning, but you can now book it at 7.5 at most books here in Vegas and offshore as well. Kind of surprising, considering this is a proverbial must-win game for Miami, and I thought the public would be more heavily invested in the Heat. But then again, the Celtics have won 2 straight in the series. They're looking great, and they've covered 3 straight in the series. A lot of criticism of the Heat for the last-second shots they took at the end of regulation and in the end of overtime. The first one by Haslam. Hey, listen. You got to be critical of that. When Udonis Haslam is the guy taking your last shot to try to win a game in regulation, that's trouble. I mean, that's what you went in and spend the big bucks on LeBron James and paid Dwayne Wade as well for, right? Then Wade missed a three-pointer. Good shot. I mean, my God. If you watch that end of game number 4, did Dwayne Wade just juke and leave Marquise Daniels out of his sneakers there on that ball fake to get that wide-open 3? And he missed the shot. But, a lot of criticism for the Heat, for their head coach, Foster, for their inability to deliver in the final 24 seconds of games. What is it, at the end of regulation or in overtime, the final 24 seconds, what are they, 0-10 with those last-second shots the past 2 years? Problem I see with the Heat is, when you don't have a point guard often, a real point guard, because Mario Chalmers is not a real point guard. It takes you so long often to get into the flow of the play when you've got LeBron James as the primary guy playing a point forward position, dictating the pace of the game. That is a problem at the end of games. Now, granted, you will see Kobe. You will see Michael Jordan in his prime with 20 seconds or less on the clock. You'll see Kobe taking it end to end, and he is the man. He may give up the ball, but he's going to get it right back again, okay? Problem is that the Heat, you got LeBron James. He's generally the guy bringing the ball down the court in those situations. Not a real effective position for James. I mean, when you think about it, you want James going down, playing low on the blocks, maybe drawing the foul or getting inside position to hopefully post up, or you want him on one side of the floor, drawing the double team, sweeping the coverage on the left side, so hopefully opening up the right side of the floor so Wade can get open and pop and get the ball. I don't know. I just see a flaw there with the Heat strategy again, and it comes down often, I think, because you've got James doing the bulk of the ball handling, and you don't really have a point guard on that team. But listen, tonight, all that matters is this. Can Miami cover the spread tonight? You know what the atmosphere is going to be at Miami this evening. But with Bosh coming back, the team is going to play better. Is Bosh going to be rusty? Absolutely. But is he going to give them some interior presence? He will. What does concern me, however, is the fact that Boston has opened up double-digit leads in each of the last 3 games. What also concerns me is that when the Heat don't have a point guard, there ain't no stopping Rajon Rondo. I also see Paul Pierce getting healthier and playing better each game of the series. I see Ray Allen, who had his best game of the series in game number 4, and I see a 7.5-point number here tonight that would make you think that, Boston's going to be the easy cover. But, just a but, I think Miami is the play tonight. I think if you're going to jump on the Heat tonight, it's the do-or-die game, and you look for them. And you say, well, yeah, but, yesterday San Antonio was in a similar position. Did they deliver? No, they did not. But I think Miami, because the dynamic of the game has changed with Bosh returning tonight, is the play. Would I put my own money on it? Absolutely not. Do I have an opinion on the total tonight? Not really, although I do lean a little toward the contest to stay under because I think Miami realizes, they've got to play some defense. They've got to play better defense in order to put away pesky Boston this evening. So I lean toward Miami. Now, let me give you a free pick here tonight. Listen, the Milwaukee Brewers are minus $1.50 at home, which is right there my personal cap of a minus $1.60. But why not take the Brewers at home? I see Ryan Braun is most likely going to play tonight after missing the last 2 games. Ramirez, the ex-Cub, also probably going to be back in the lineup after missing the last game. They need those 2 guys in the middle of the lineup. But the fact is, what they really need is the Chicago Cubs as their opponent. Because, listen, Cubbies have just sucked. I mean, they just lost a 4-game series at San Francisco where they scored a total of 6 runs. They've lost 11 in a row on the road. They've only scored 14 runs in their last 9 road games. They've lost 16 of their last 19 overall. In this series, they've lost 10 of their last 11 at Miller Park and Milwaukee. For the Brewers, Gallardo going tonight. He's allowed 1 run or less in 6 of his last 7 starts against the Cubbies, and in that stretch, 4-0 with a 1.37 earned run average. In his last 5 starts overall, he's 3-1 with a 2.59 ERA. Yes, Ryan Dempster has pitched well this season for the Cubs, and he's been a hard luck loser, 2.90 earned run average, but the team is just 2-7 in his starts this year. He hasn't won in 18 starts going back to last season. He's coming off his worst start of the season in his last outing when he gave up to light-hitting San Diego. Consider that, light-hitting San Diego. Padres got him for 6 runs, hitting 3 homers. He also walked 4 in just 4 1/3 innings pitched. Again, the Cubs are 6-21 on the road. With Braun being back in the lineup and considering that he's got 14 homers and 36 ribbies, and whether he did steroids or not, is the reigning MVP of the National League. And Ramirez batting .349 with 3 homers and 11 ribbies in his last 11 games, and looking forward, of course, to facing his old teammates. I got to go with the Brewers in this one at the minus 150 price. So those are your 2 free plays. Oh boy, had more dental work this morning, guys. I'm telling you, it's interesting doing these video reports when you just can't feel this side of your mouth. I wouldn't be surprised, I mean, it's an interesting thing. Kind of like doing these if you're drunk. But anyway, I'll catch you again tomorrow, and good luck to everybody this evening. And remember that discount coupon code for the $5 purchase, the $5 play of the day, which happens to be my play, is my last name and the number 50. DeMarco 50 with no space between DeMarco and the number 50. Good luck. Catch you again tomorrow.